In life, sometimes when people are speaking, you have to listen. This is what I have learned in life. Sometimes when people are speaking, you have to listen. I'm going to bring in Adam in a few minutes, but I just want to say, Chelsea fans, in life, when people are speaking, you have to listen. First of all, before I bring in Adam, I'm going to just tell you, on this stream, we're not going to forgive you. You have no excuse. You are spending too much, so there's no excuse. So Adam, welcome, Adam. We are not going to give you any excuses on this stream. It's going to be about telling you the truth. We've been telling you for so long.
You're right. How are you?
I'm good, man. We've been telling these guys for so
You're
long.
You're on mute, Patrick. I can't hear you.
No, I'm not on mute, man. I'm not on mute.
You're on mute, Patrick.
There's no way I'm on mute, man. There's no way. You come out and come back in. You come out and come back in.
Patrick, you're still on mute.
No, I'm not on mute, man. I'm not on mute. Just come back. Just come out and come back in. I don't think I'm on mute. I can. The audio is working. The audio is working. So the audio is working. You can actually hear the audio. So the audio is working. So just come out and come back in, and then let me just come out. Come back. Right. Yeah. So as I'm saying that as I'm saying, sometimes when people are speaking, it's best for people to listen. How you doing, Abdullah?
I'm in bad mood right now. It's Cow.
Cow is not here. Cow might come later.
I'm in bad mood right now.
Yeah, so
Patrick, I think it's time. You know me very well. I'm not this guy I'm always person who always want to say, okay, let's give the manager time to have his own players and implement the style of play.
Yeah.
Patrick, it's that time. I have to be the advocate of Thomas Tutchel out. Wallahi, I'm serious. I'm not joking. I've been very lenient with Tutchel.
Let me be honest. The football is not great. The football is not even great. The football
How?
is
Patrick, this is more than a terrorism football. These players are not willing to play for Chelsea anymore. What is going on? This is not the Chelsea I go up to support and love. Something is going on. The manager need to look at himself and be like, what is going on here? You've been given this year to spend. We spend money this year to bring players in. Now tell me what is going on with the mentality. Do you want to tell me Thiago Silva and Koulibaly doesn't have a mentality? Do you want to tell me that they are experienced? Koulibaly play for Senegal. He won the AFCON. Silva play for Brazil. Do you want to tell me they don't have the mindset or the ability or the mentality to win football match? What is going on with this team? What is going on? There are players there who are willing to play. You don't know how to buy Leverkusen. No, I have no reason. Okay, Timo Werner is bad. I agree. As a manager, you find a way to create a team where your attacker can score goals. Sterling is the only player in that team that gives me so much joy that, okay, we have a player that I know is willing to give his all. The remaining of them, no. Messi, man, I don't know what he's doing in that team. I am a big advocate of Kai Havertz. He's looking very, very bad on Havertz. He's not a bad player, but Tuchel is making him a bad player. He is not. See, if Kai goes to Pep Guardiola, he will be the best player in world football right now. People will be talking about him because of his chance creation and his ability to understand football. Havertz is not a bad player, but Thomas Tutchel is making him look bad. It's making him look bad. You come out and be telling us, I don't want a midfielder. And you are playing. We had a chance this season to sign midfielder. Milinkovic-Savic is there from Lazio. We did not sign. And you come out and tell me you were on the night of Jorginho, Kovacic, Kante is out and it's coming back around October ending or towards November. We are fucked up already. Because if N'Golo Kante doesn't play for Chelsea Football Club, our entire team is -2. Negative. Because he is the anchor of that team. And they keep getting injured. I can't blame Kante because he's giving us all his all. He's giving us all his all. So I'm saying it right now, Tuchel out. I don't care people, but I am a bigger advocate of Thomas Tuchel. But right now, he has to go. He has to go.
Okay, I'm joined by Gondo, Adam, and Red Devil. Red Devil, good evening, man. How you doing? Hey, Red Devil is quiet.
Yeah,
Let me see.
I'm here. No, I'm still on loan to Madrid. So, but yeah, it's. Listen, okay. I think first things first is that Southampton. People need to relax at least a little bit because Southampton actually are a very solid side. They've always been a very solid side. So I think it's a bit arrogant if Chelsea fans think, oh yeah, we're going to go away to Southampton and slap them. That's silly. Even against City, they give City problems. United would beat them, so but they struggle. So against most of the top 6 teams, when Southampton get into gear, they are a difficult team to defeat. You have to be very organized and you have to take your chances in order to beat them. And I think that's the key thing with Chelsea right now. Southampton today had a game plan, and ultimately, in the first half, they were organized and they locked Chelsea out. And Chelsea had their chances, but they didn't have that clinical striker, and they didn't have that creative midfielder who could create them more chances. And ultimately, that's what got Chelsea unstuck. You then combine that with the fact that I think Ward-Prowse is one of the best players when it comes to delivering of set pieces, corners, stuff like that, which is again someone that where Chelsea don't have. They don't have like a creative maestro, someone who can create just whether it's from a set piece or whether it's from a free a pass or whatever. They just don't have that type of player. I don't think United have that type of player either, I might add, but Southampton do in James Ward-Prowse. So I think for me, like it's I don't think this is necessarily an indictment on Tuchel per se, but more on just what I expect from a Southampton side, and the kind of, I think there was more arrogance on Tuchel in terms of his selection in the first instance. I think the big issue facing Chelsea right now is that they have West Ham. I think it's away or at home at the weekend, and I think it's at home. Yeah, I think it's at home, and it's quite possible that depending on how the game goes, they could lose that game as well. And then you're now starting to think, ooh, okay, well, if Arsenal, like for example, if Arsenal win, I think tomorrow they're playing tomorrow against Villa, which I suspect they will, because they're at the Emirates and Gerrard's Villa is playing badly right now. Then Arsenal now 8 points clear of Chelsea, potentially 12 points if they beat United, but we'll see. Sorry, 11 points. So you then now start asking questions: how is Todd Bowley? Is he with Tuchel in for a long run? Can Chelsea afford to slip up more points? are they gonna push? Because was it Abdullah on Twitter? They were saying that they're spending 90 million on this defender. Fabrizio was tweeting it that they're now going to loan to Leipzig.
But didn't they just drop 90 stacks on for fun?
Yeah, and I'm just like, but I don't understand. Like, that's not where. It's not that Chelsea's defense is garbage. That's not where they need to invest. They need to invest in getting a proper creative midfielder. You could maybe argue a DM to place a DM, but I would say probably more of a creative midfielder than a striker. That's where Chelsea need right now. Like, they can't score goals. So why are you spending 90 million on a as much as people cuss him, I don't actually understand why they don't want to get Ronaldo. I know people don't like him, but Ronaldo at the end of the day, he will score goals. Chelsea don't have a goal scorer.
Wasn't it Tuchel who never wanted Ronaldo? I thought they heard that was the manager.
Yeah, maybe, yes. But I'm like, if I was Tuchel, I'd be like, if he especially if it's a loan or whatever, it's like, bro, like at least this guy will score goals. Like he will. You need a goal scorer, and two of your goal scorers that you've let go, Lukaku and Werner, are busy dropping 3 pieces in their respective leagues. So, yeah, I
wait, whoa! Did Lukaku just drop a 3-piece also?
All right, no. I think it was a brace last week, but it was Werner that dropped.
I was wondering because I know it was Werner. I was like, if Lukaku,
yeah.
But Lukaku looks good. He looks better.
Yeah.
His touch seems better as soon as he's out of that Chelsea number 9 jersey. That's cursed. King, how you doing, man? How you feeling about this Chelsea defeat? Did you see it coming? Okay, King is not here yet. So
yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man.
Yeah, brother. Thanks for having me. Yeah, I saw it coming. Even before the game when everybody was training. I was just wondering who's going to score for you. If Sterling don't score, no one is scoring. We're not even creating chances. Just 3 shots on goal. Like, are we a big team at all? Like, are we? I don't know what we're doing, but I saw it coming. I knew we're not going to win this game. I just knew we're not going to win. Regardless of who we have at the back, the setup was just garbage. Like, this guy, the fact that he said we don't need a midfield, and it's just 2 days to the end of the window, it worries me a lot. He wanted
Antonio today, by the way. He did score a goal today.
The guy is good. I'm not saying the guy is not good, but if he's scoring for Chelsea and we are conceding 3, at this point, it's just a waste. Even if Sterling scored 2 goals today and Southampton ended up scoring all the chances, the Thiago Silva save on the line and Cucurella's header to clear the ball, we would have lost 5-2 or something. Like,
but the problem can't be a defense, though. I mean, you spent probably the most on your defense this window compared to, obviously, bought Cucurella in, Koulibaly came in, Fofana came in, so maybe that might make a difference. I don't know, but like, that's the area that this window that you appear to have strengthened in. So if Tuchel can't, and I don't think that Chelsea are going to be conceding 3, 4, 5 goals.
It genuinely looks like we strengthened, but we haven't strengthened.
Okay.
We haven't strengthened at all. If you look at our team, it's not better than what it was last season. It's not. If you look at the impact that Rudiger has in the team and the shithousery and all of those madness that he brings to the team, I mean Koulibaly was nowhere to be found. He disappeared. You can't be absent in a game and be quiet. No. You are a defender of a team that wants to win the trophy. You have to be aggressive. More than that. Not that. You can't just fold your arm like that and just watch why they shoot. You put your body on the line. Move closer to the ball and block off the ball. And just impose yourself in the game. Don't allow Southampton players to come and bully you in a game like that. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Look at the second goal. There was no defender to stop that as well. They passed us until they scored inside the box. How did that happen? Like, I know the midfield is garbage, but like, how about just defend? I mean, Thiago Silva is exceptional, impeccable on the ball, but when he doesn't have the ball, I know he reads the game very well. But like, today, if you have never watched Thiago Silva before, if you've never seen Koulibaly before, you must have thought Thiago Silva was 25 years and Koulibaly was 40, because he looked like the younger guy. It looks like it looks like the more present guy. It was more present in the game. That's what I'm saying. They just bullied us through. They bullied Havertz, bullied Sterling, bullied Mount, and bullied everyone till the defense.
I make an
don't know.
argument. I make an argument as someone who watches Serie A because I support Milan. I make an argument that Koulibaly has actually been playing like this for at least potentially 2 seasons. Maybe it became more apparent his last season at Napoli. But I think
so he hasn't been great. That's
no, but I think a lot of people were looking at Koulibaly pre.
You can say when Man City were after him, he was on fire.
Yeah, I think that was that 2020 at that time.
Yeah, that time he was on fire. I think he was 27.
That last 2 seasons, to be honest.
Today I just think it was just a bit naive because of the red card he got. He just felt very passive. He was just scared. He was just scared to be aggressive like he was in the games before the red card he got last 2 weeks or something like that. He was just scared. That was what I saw. I didn't see the Koulibaly who was commanding, who wanted to be on the ball and win the ball immediately. Instead, he just moved back and he was passive. He was just, I know by next game he's gonna get better because of the red card. He's just feeling like he let the team down and he doesn't want to do that again. So, that's pressure. I think it's in his head. But at this level, at 31 years old, I mean, I don't blame him that much because Jorginho is in the midfield. Regardless of who we have at the back, Jorginho, what's his name, Loftus-Cheek and Mason Mount. Like, you're not going to win any game. We won't win any big games. We won't win any battle.
So King,
what is this?
Let me go to Carl. Carl, are you here? Is Carl here or Carl is not here? Okay, cool. Yeah, let me go to you guys in the panel. Abdullah, what the hell is this type of football? Red, tell me, what is this? What is it trying to do? Is this circle? Is it called semi-circle? Is it full circle football? What
Patrick, the funny part? At this moment, I can't even rant anymore because there's no strength for me ranting. And I've been saying it. Everybody that have been watching my space on my channel, I've been saying it. Thomas Tutchel has been given power and leeway in Chelsea because of the new owner, and I don't like that because if you look at in terms of signing in club he has been below par. Is signing a player, bringing on players is below par. Yes, I know we don't have a sporting director. I understand, but Patrick, you cannot tell me Tuchel cannot actually coach player like. I understand Pulisic wants to leave, Ziyech wants to leave, and cool. But you are a manager who get paid. You are a top tier manager who get paid in a club. You have to get the best out of your team. Pep Guardiola, if a player doesn't want to play for him, he will not even play him at all. He will ship him out of the team. Go and play for under 23. You don't deserve to play for my team because he won the standard high. And Tuchel is not doing that to these players. If you don't want to play for this club, ship them out to under 23. Bring a youth player and tell that youth, I want you to outshine this guy and show the world you are good enough to play for this club. That's what I want as a fan. Someone that can fight for this badge is what I want. Not someone getting paid. I don't want to show up. Ziyech wants to go to Ajax. He's been blocked. You played him today. No impact. Yeah,
but now can we not start looking at Tuchel like
Patrick? That's what I'm saying. I am a biggest Tuchel fan, but right now I'm having a different analogy on Tuchel. What the heck is it? He has a serious question to ask from the owner. You can't spend this money and you are giving me 7 points after 5 matches. That is the worst. Even under Abramovich era, we don't even have this kind of point.
Wait, have you dropped the 95 for Fofana?
We've put Fofana already. Everything is done with him.
And Red, why? Okay, if they're paid 95 for Fofana, why are you buying that guy again for next year for 80?
It's Thomas Tutchel. It's not me. That's what they want. That's my problem.
The most worrying thing
is this a defensive team? Is it just a defending team?
But the thing is, it depends. But the most worrying thing with Chelsea is that because losing the way to Southampton it's not that big of a deal, to be honest. It's not uncommon for them to. Even Arsenal would probably. The biggest worry for me with Chelsea is that this was on the back of a 3-0 peppering to Leeds.
Exactly.
That was worrying because you're like, hang on a minute. This team, I'm not saying respect Jesse Marsh because he seems to be doing bits with Leeds, they're improving, but 3-0, just like when United, Brentford dropped 4, there you're like, this shouldn't happen. This is a worry. What's going? We need to do something. With Leeds, it's like, wait a minute. Especially because you invested all that amount of money in your backline, your defense, only to hold 3 against Leeds. It's like, well, if we're going to hold 3 to Leeds, well, what other teams around the bottom table can we lose to? Brighton, Newcastle, like what are the other teams around? Like if on their day if they have a good performance, they could potentially take us down.
Bournemouth.
Relax. No, can't. Not Bournemouth. No, Bournemouth. No.
Trust me.
If if Bournemouth pimp slap you like Leeds did, then Tuchel has to be sacked. That's he has to be sacked if they're going to be losing. So to be honest, the worrying thing for me if you're a Chelsea fan is that if you look at the group you're in the CL, I can't remember who you have. Who's in Chelsea's group in the Champions League again? I think Milan is in it. Yeah, AC Milan and I can't remember the other 2, but I remember it being like not particularly easy. If you're playing football like this and you're struggling to score goals, it's quite possible that Chelsea don't qualify from the UCL group.
No, we don't have a problem with the Champions League.
What's that group again? Oh, Dynamo, and Salzburg.
So yeah, so like they should qualify, but if they play football like this and they cut us at the back, a team like Salzburg, Dynamo are garbage, so I won't worry about them. But Salzburg on their day can cause problems, So I need to be careful.
Yeah,
what about yourself, Adam? Adam, you're very quiet.
No, I was just letting these guys talk. You know what with Chelsea as well? They have a lot of deadwood from previous managers, and also a big part of that was Marina. She was a bit stupid as well because she will have players there like Alonso. A club will come and offer 15 million, and this woman, being stupid as she is, will say, "Oh no, I want 25 million." If a club comes and offers you 15 million for a shit guy, sell him, regardless. Even if it means you selling him for a loss, you rather get rid of the deadwood, yes, than keep the deadwood.
Yeah, King, go ahead.
I mean, this has nothing to do with Marina anymore. Like, this guy has the whole window to play as he wants.
An open check. This like an open that this is where it worries.
Wait, is his mic? Is that his mic gone?
Yeah, his mic is very low.
Man, we can't, King. We can't hear you, man. Are you in Uganda somewhere or somewhere?
Martin,
We can't hear you,
you see the problem is.
You can hear me, right?
Yeah, now I can.
Now we can hear you.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, if you have an open checkbook like Thomas Tutchel has, and
right
you
now,
don't know, and you want to bring in 6 players, and none of those 6 players are midfielders, then you are not good enough. Then you don't know what you're doing. If you've had the squad for 2 seasons, you should know the weakness in the squad. You let go of 4 attackers, 4 defenders departing, and you want to get 6 in, and none of them are midfielders. I mean, should we say you don't know the situation of what's going on? Or, like, how much do you need? How much else do you need
I don't know. It's
to identify the problem?
It's only when Kovacic came, you look better in the midfield. Kovacic, when he came in, you look better.
But even how we're playing, look at the picture there. Look at that. Look at that still picture. How do we intend to score from there?
King, sorry for cutting. You know the problem. I said this on my space, on the space that I created on my show. Thomas Tuchel loyalty will get him fired. He will get him fired. Especially Mendy, doesn't deserve to start this season at all. He needs to be on the bench. Mendy needs to sit at least 25 or 30 matches on the bench and watch. It doesn't deserve to start at all. It doesn't. Jorginho doesn't deserve to start. There are some players in that team, Patrick, that are starting matches that doesn't deserve to start their matches. Thomas Tuchel has been loyal to them, and as a fans, it's getting me annoyed. Why are you this being loyal to these players? Put a player who is not ready to play football, put them on the bench. It's simple. Why are you loyal to them? I know Mendy is not good on his feet. Why are you playing him? Yes, Harisa Balaga is not good, but can you give him a chance? Can you give him a chance to play, please? You build confidence with player. Give player the chance to play, and you see how good they can be.
I just want to ask a question, right? With this, yes, boss. With this trajectory, with the way we are going now with Thomas Tuchel, when is Chukwuemeka going to play? When is this young stars coming?
I don't know.
When are they going to start playing? If this was Arteta, as bad as we say Arteta is, I'm not sure these guys won't be having minutes at all. I'm not sure Broja would be on the bench for as long as he's been on the bench for Chelsea. What does this guy plan to do? What's he planning to do? I'm not sure he's even sold on Aubameyang yet. Because if he wanted Aubameyang desperately, we would have had Aubameyang by now.
20 million. So that's the funny thinking. You guys are spending 95 on defenders. As Red said, you already spent another 90 on a defender that's coming next year, and you're failing to pay 20 million for Aubameyang.
For Aubameyang. That means he is not even sure where the problem is, and we're saying we're going to choose in between Gordon or Zaha.
He loves defenders. He also struggled like this at PSG because he cannot bring the best out of forwards. He brings the best out of defenders. Marquinhos had the best season underneath Thomas Tutchel and Kimpembe.
You see, Patrick, you see the funny part? You see, the Chelsea board are watching this match, and I told people already, Thomas Tuchel might not last before December, before the World Cup. I've been saying it. Luis Enrique, Lucho is available after the World Cup. The Spain national team manager is available.
And this is where it worries me, because if we get a new coach before December, that means we don't have there's no window, there's no transfer window or anything for the coach, so he's going to have to deal with these same guys.
Who's available? Which coach is even
after
available?
the World Cup? Luis Enrique is available.
Where's this guy, this former Bayern coach or something? Is Hansi Flick or something?
Hansi Flick is the German national coach. He's not
German national coach. He's not living right now.
There's no doubt that Luis Enrique
is Pochettino available, please?
The report is living.
Pochettino.
Yeah, as a stopgap, at least or something. Just give us something, please. I'm tired of this 7 at the back. I'm tired, bro. I'm tired. Chilwell is fit, and we're getting Cucurella to do what? What are we doing? I don't know what we're doing. We're playing Reece James as right centre back. What are we doing? Just get me a coach that will identify where our weakness is, and then we can go into the window.
Would you take Graham Potter from Brighton?
Of course.
I will. Like, if you check my AVI on Twitter, I just posted Graham Potter. I posted him twice. After the Arsenal game that we lost 4-0, they say it's preseason. But preseason is preparation towards the season. You can't lose 4-0 in preseason and do excellently well in the season. I don't know. 4-0 to Arsenal, to your rival.
Patrick, you know the scary part about it?
That was the red flag for me.
Patrick, you know the funny part? Why I like Todd Bowley and I'm happy is the owner is. This is 5 matches. We have 7 points and we have lost 2 matches. The owners are watching this match and they're already quoting him, Tuchel, and telling him,
I know
play 5 matches.
Is Todd Bowley like that? I know what Todd Bowley is. I don't know many.
Red Devil, I live in America. Yeah, he's the part owner of LA Dodgers, and I've seen much of the way he kind of handles sport. He wants a top tier, how do I put it, franchise whenever he goes to as an owner. If he doesn't do well, he will sack and bring someone that he believes this person is my person. See, when he comes in, he wants to bring his people in. Remember, Thomas Tuchel was hired by Abramovich era. It's not even Todd Bowley era. You should know that. This Abramovich is the only manager who is left under Abramovich era. Yeah, everybody under Abramovich era has been gone. Everybody has been
but the only thing is that, like, he, from what I understand from the whole thing, is that, like, he cleared off all those people in Marine, all the recruitment stuff like that, and left it to Tuchel. Recruitment. So if he now gets to the Tuchel, then at least my understanding is that, like, he's still new to it. It's still his first season, so, like, he still needs a bit of advice. So if you get rid of Tuchel, and suddenly you're like, well, how do I know that I'm going to actually make the right decision? in hiring the best manager that's available. Like, what should I do? Because, like I said, and you need to look at availability. And really, the only manager that's available, I don't think Zidane will come to Chelsea.
It won't.
So really, the only availability is probably Pochettino. And then will Pochettino come to Chelsea? Probably. It's possible if you give enough that he will come back.
Yeah, Pochettino would. I think he would take the job because he's desperate right now.
Yeah, Pochettino's probably the only manager that I think that would come back and
play better football. Play better football.
And it can even improve players.
And they would play better football. So, but so that's
Patrick, I don't want Poch.
Do you agree? Do you agree with this comment by Veta? He says Hugo should be given the year, see if he can correct the wrong. This is the year to be patient.
Veto, the problem is how long can he be given to? Because he has been.
Everybody says Chew, he needs time, Abdullah.
No, Veto. Let me respond to Veto. Veto, let me respond to you, brother. I'm a big fan of Tuchel, and I've been saying it. I'm willing to give Tuchel time to implement his style of play. But Tuchel is a top tier manager and is making a rookie mistake. Tuchel is making a mistake like Frank Lampard or Steven Gerrard.
What's top tier about Tuchel? What's top tier? Is it the UCL?
No. See, when you look at Pep Guardiola and Jurgen Klopp, you can put Pep in, and you can put Tuchel in terms of winning trophies and everything. Maybe like third or fourth. Not better than Klopp, not better than Guardiola, but underneath them.
No. Let me ask. Therefore, do you agree with that? That Tuchel is close to Pep and Klopp?
No, like underneath. That's it. Yeah,
even Klopp is not close to Pep. To be honest,
in terms of managerial career in the Premier League.
No, let's talk about the managerial career. Is Klopp close to Pep?
No.
Well, it depends. I would say Klopp is close to Pep in the sense of degree of difficulty, and to a certain extent, yes. Tuchel, no. Klopp, yes, just because of what he did with Dortmund in the Bundesliga and obviously delivering Liverpool their first Premier League title. In terms of those things, those are significant things. But Tuchel, no. Tuchel has not achieved. Yes, he won a Champions League.
He hasn't. Yeah, I know it's the Champions, but he hasn't done much. Tuchel was nothing before fluke in that Champions League. To be honest, what has he done?
But Patrick, you know the scary part about it at the Chelsea fans. I can see this happen. I've seen this script being played before. I've seen it being played before. I won't be surprised if it get played. We are close to September. If Chelsea doesn't do well in September, because we have an easy fixtures in this September before October, where we're gonna play United, City, Liverpool around September ends towards early October. If we don't do well in this September, Patrick, I won't be surprised if you're gonna see here we go, Tuchel has been sacked. I won't be surprised. Because
says if Chelsea change managers, they're going to give more excuses about the new manager not having his players. But you guys keep doing this though. Every time another manager comes in, but Tuchel is getting players.
He's getting back. Then what is going on? What is actually going on? He's getting backed. You
can make the argument that, in fairness to Tuchel, I'm making a little small argument is that some of the players, his first choice players that he wanted, he didn't get. He still got them anyway, but in fairness, was Fofana Chelsea's first choice to centre back? No. Koulibaly may have been there just because he wanted to push for a move, but clearly Chelsea wanted Rafinha for their attack to help. They didn't get him. They wanted Koundé ahead before they wanted to get Fofana. They didn't get him. Looks like they want to get Frank de Jong, another midfielder. They don't know if they're going to get him. They want to get Aubameyang to improve their striker force. They didn't get him. So the signings, I'm always careful when people say backed, because when someone says, when a manager for me is backed, it means that they at least get their first or maybe second choice and they get the players in the key areas they need to improve their squad. It's not that, the club spent 200 million on it, because you can, just like United, they've spent 200 million or so, but your manager actually needed this particular player, i.e. Frank de Jong. They need a striker, they need the right, they didn't get those things. So yeah, you spent a lot of money, but you spent a lot of money because the clubs you're trying to get the player from realized you were desperate and wanted to charge you the most money. So yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say that Tuchel has been backed fully, because it's clear that he wanted a forward and it's clear that he wanted another midfielder. He hasn't got those things, and it's clear that he didn't get his first choice centre back situation.
Red Devil in that midfielder, I
Yeah, but
disagree.
who wants
No, no,
Fofana
no.
and all these other
But
centre backs that are coming
Red
in?
Devil, I disagree with that midfielder because Tuchel came out and said it. I don't want a midfielder. It was clear. We fans can see that there was a problem with the midfield, and he came out and said it. I don't want a midfielder. He said
Okay,
it.
and he said he doesn't want a midfielder, then, and that's on him.
He
But-
said it after the Leicester United match. Or after he said it, because they were asking, is the midfielder the problem? Do you have enough midfielder to cover? He said, I don't want a midfielder. I was like, Tuchel, Ngolo is out until October towards November. Jorginho, I can't rely on him. Kovacic is still injured. He's not yet back yet. Do you want to play with Loftus-Cheek and Gallagher in the midfield? That is a suicide for
I
me.
thought you're saying Gallagher for 15 million or 30 million to back to Crystal Palace. I think so. Veta says let Thomas Tuchel use the players that he's buying. Martin says Tuchel is in major problems. SSB says hello. Are you doing SSB? Yes, it's a bad loss, but Thomas Tuchel can win them a trophy this year and still be top 4. I think maybe he would. But look, this Thomas Tuchel guy, I've never rated him. I just think he's very good when he's playing in this cup games, like when he's playing the Champions League, he's playing like these. He'll get to the final. Obviously, he might fluke a win like he did against City. I still hold on to that. But you're right. Even myself at the beginning, I thought you're going to get a DM because N'Golo Conte gets injured. Without him, it looks like Chelsea is nothing. Kovacic gets injured a lot, and he seems to be one of your best midfielder, if not your best midfielder right now as we speak. Patrick is Chelsea on trouble right now. Chelsea in trouble right now is SSB is asking. Gundo, are you here or you're just here for vibes? I don't think Gundo is just here for vibes. He might be somewhere else. So, what are your final thoughts, Mr. King and or Adam? Or is it Adam? What are your final thoughts on this? Do you think they will get back, they'll bounce back again? But I was saying at the beginning, RDS, I was saying it before when I'm doing previews. There's two teams who I'm not convinced with. There's Spurs and Chelsea. Spurs and Chelsea have been getting wins, but I haven't been convinced with your wins, Abdullah. I haven't even been convinced with Spurs wins. People are like Spurs, but I haven't been convinced. It seems like they get away with one. The same way as you guys, Chelsea, it looked like you were getting away with one.
You know the
I was
difference
like,
between
until they meet somebody. Yeah, go ahead.
You know the difference between Spurs is they have Antonio Conte, who it doesn't give an F. If you don't play well for Conte, you are done. He will ship you out of that team and then put it in reserve. That is what this player need. They need a cold manager who will tell them, you are not playing for Brighton. This is not Sunderland. This is not Stoke City. This is Chelsea. And if you don't play for this club, get the hell out of that club. Simple. Like I said,
Wait, are you trying to say Tuchel is very soft on the players?
Yes, and it's annoying me. It is annoying me right now. When he came in, the first time he came in, it wasn't soft. Tuchel was ruthless. Everybody in that team was very, very agitated to play. I don't want to if I make mistake, I'm not getting my spot. Jorginho is getting comfortable. Mendy is getting comfortable. Everybody in that player are getting comfortable. See, if the starting 11 are not giving you what you want, play youth. Go and play under 23. Bring them and play. If they ask you why, you say in public, the 11 I rely on and I trust and I've been loyal to, are not giving me what I want. I believe these people I'm playing in can give me exactly what I want. They understand what Chelsea mean to them. That is a disgrace to the face of the player getting high money. Now they will buckle up. Mason has been below par this season. Havertz, same thing too. So who do we blame? We said Tammy Abraham is not good. He was shipped out. Giroud is not good. He was let go. Lukaku was not good. He was let go. Okay, I get him Ovena. But how do we talk about the attack? You are a manager who can work on the attack and make them look much better. This team doesn't look better at all. They don't. I can't even rant anymore. I don't have the sense to rant.
I know. I know. Yeah. Okay. So what about King? Any last words on this? Says City got Haaland hat-trick. Liverpool just banged 9. Arsenal top of the league. Spurs grinding results. Even United showing some signs of improvement. No one at SSB, we're not flexing on anybody today. No, we're not. We're not going to flex on anybody. So, King, what do you think? Do you think you're going to have a better season or a good season or win any trophy this season with Tuchel? But also keep in mind, you guys, there's still rumors you're going to drop 100 million on Gordon, who scored again today. It looks like his stocks are going up. Why don't you get Gordon? He looks like he's good for the PL.
I think the downfall
the downfall of Tuchel is the fact that he was given the power to buy players he wants. I think that's it. Like, if Klopp was given that type of power as well, he probably would have made a horrible decision of buying terrible players who will come terrible. First thing is we need to get directors of football and get scouts in place. And if not, we can't. We need to set a record straight. How do you want us to play? How are we supposed to play? If it's a 4-2-2-2, just play 4-2-2-2 all season. Don't play 3-4-3 today. Play 5-4-1 tomorrow and play. You can't keep playing like this. The attackers will suffer, and they have been suffering for this for a year, over a year now. I don't see where we're going with this team. Honestly, with this coach, I don't see where we're going. If we win 2 games on a bounce, which I don't think, I think it's going to be very difficult. I think Tuchel might be the next manager to be sacked. Honestly, I think
your next game is West Ham. Your next game is West Ham, and to be honest with you,
I
you've
think
won
we lose.
against you
Patrick,
won slightly against Everton and
I'm saying
Leicester.
it on your stream now, Patrick. If I can guarantee you 100%, if Chelsea lose against West Ham on Saturday in front of Todd Bowley, he's getting sacked. I'm saying it right now to you. He is getting sacked. If he lose, that is going to be 3 lost on a bounce. He will never recover this. He's getting sacked in front of the owner. In front of him, he will get sacked ASAP immediately. I'm being serious. I'm being real with you right now. He will get sacked.
We need to start looking at other managers that can come in. Honestly, we need to start doing that. Like, we just play circle football, from wing backs to wingers, back to defense, and back to the wingers. I don't know what we're doing, and it's the same thing we've been doing since he's got in. It looks like the Lampard days as well. I don't really see any difference. The difference is we just keep the ball more at the back. We just retain the ball a little bit more. That's it. It's the same way we get caught up on transition. It's the same way. Why don't you get rid of Jorginho, Loftus-Cheek, and these guys and allow Lukaku, Akim Ziyech,
But
Timo
Loftus-Cheek
Werner
has
to
been,
stay?
but Loftus-Cheek has been great for you guys. Well, every time I watch him,
It's
he
not
looks
been.
like one of the.
It's not been great. It's like papering over the cracks. He's not good enough for Chelsea anymore. Maybe he used to be.
Why can I ask something? Why was Hudson-Odoi sent away and you guys are trying to buy Gordon?
I
And you
don't
are
get.
sending away Hudson-Odoi.
I don't get. This is what I'm saying. The power that has been given to Tuchel is that it's going to be the downfall of him. It's going to be the downfall of him because as soon as he leaves, all the players will start speaking up now. They will start speaking up. We've not been hearing anything from anyone. You're going to see the former players, maybe Lukaku, maybe ZH, when he gets to Ajax, will start talking about how Thomas Tutchel was this, was that. It's the same thing that happened in maybe Mainz or Dortmund or something. Like the players, some of the players they had problems with him. You just start playing.
That was the rumor at PSG, isn't it? That when they gave him a bit of control, he started having an ego issue. The funny thing about Thomas Tuchel is what I can say is before I bring in Adam is I don't know Gundo. I think Gundo is quiet. He's just listening to us and laughing in the background. The funny thing is you guys keep saying, "Oh, Werner is bad. Lukaku is bad. So and so is bad." Ziyech was also supposed to be thrown out. Pulisic doesn't look happy. He's not even shaving his beard at all. Pulisic is a baller. Guys, these guys, Abdullah, I'm telling you, don't believe this whole thing of saying Bundesliga tax. Werner, under a right manager, was going to bang. And you cannot lie. Kai Havertz, why? Can I ask something? Why is Kai Havertz still having a pass?
So it's in subject. The Bundesliga tax only applies to Chelsea Football Club. Every other football club, there's no Bundesliga tax. It's just Chelsea Football Club where's the Bundesliga.
You know what I've always said, Patrick? You know what I've always said? I've always said, yeah, Timo Werner would absolutely cook under Jurgen Klopp for me. In that Liverpool system, yeah, Timo Werner is a perfect match in heaven for Liverpool system. But Chelsea, that's where I said that's where the problem is. Is like you've got a player that does not fit the system. But if we say had went to Liverpool, that's where you get the best of Timo Werner because he plays that same system that Klopp plays. Where
doesn't he?
Yeah, so that's why he loves that where he runs in behind the two centre back, and that's what Klopp does. So if he was better off going to Liverpool instead of Chelsea.
Yeah, but that's the other thing that makes me laugh. It's like people insulted Werner, but Havertz is getting a pass, and he's oh my god. Okay, I'm not trying to be a hater. Yes, he scored you that UCL goal. But what has he done, Abdullah? Why do you
He's
guys back him?
atrocious. He's
Patrick,
Like, why
atrocious.
do people back
Patrick,
him? Why do they back
Patrick,
him?
see, I'm a big fan of Kai Havertz, and I'm saying right now, when the season is starting, we play 5 matches now. He has been below par and he has been abysmal. Also, I will also say, as a manager, your job as a manager is to get the best out of the player you have in your custody, whether the transfer is open or not. Your job is to make sure that your attackers, your midfielder are firing on up front. That give it the accolade of being a top tier manager. People are going, okay, we can rate this man because he's actually getting the best out of this team. And I keep telling people, I don't think our attacker are this bad. Where people are saying they are this bad, I don't think they're bad. It's just the manager not be able to find a way to acclimatize a system to work for these people, for this attacker we have.
And he just call a spade, Abdullah. He's not a good coach. He's not. You see, he's not a good coach. Have you seen Antonio Conte on the sideline? He doesn't murmur to assistant coach and crying to his assistant coach like Thomas. Thomas Tutchel is always crying to his assistant coach, facing his assistant. Look at Pulisic now. He's not passing the ball. Talk to Pulisic on the pitch there. Antonio Conte will be pointing finger at you. Go here, move here. If you're not doing it properly, after 60 minutes, go out. This is what I ask you to do. Go there and implement what I ask you to do. And we're saying they're not looking convincing. Don't be surprised. They will grind out results for 38 games. They will grind out results. And you will be shocked. This is the same way he's played at Chelsea. This is the same way he did it at Inter Milan. 1-0. If he scores you 1, forget it. Forget it. Game over. He will turn them to animals. He will stand on the sideline and make sure nothing else happens. No goal is coming in. He's going to do it. I'm not saying he's going to win the league, but he's going to. Whoever wins the league, we have to sweat for it. We have to sweat for it. If it's City, if it's anybody.
Patrick, you know the funny part. King, you know the funny part, Patrick.
First half hat trick.
I've seen this. God. Patrick, I've seen this script being written before, where player power will eventually win over a manager, and it will happen again this season. I've been saying it in preseason, and he's getting to a stage where I'm believing this. See, the players are literally questioning Tuchel and telling Tuchel, this system is not working for us. Play a way where we can be able to express ourselves as a team. It's not playing that way to express them. People are saying Kai Havertz is bad. Yes, I agree. But this guy is not this abysmal player where he can actually play football. When you look at the manager, what exactly are they doing in the training page? What tactics are they playing? How are they moving? What is the position? What are you telling them in the pitch? How do you notify opposition when you are? That is what a manager does. I don't see Tuchel doing that. All I see them doing is playing basketball, playing table tennis. That's what I see them doing on the training page.
Yeah, playing table tennis with Raheem and being beaten. Veta says Chelsea fans need to learn from Arsenal. They started last season with 3 straight losses without scoring. They showed patience and didn't fire Arteta. They are cooking now.
The problem now is Thomas Tuchel is stubborn, and the stubbornness is killing me as a fan. He is very, very loyal to this player, and it's pissing me off. Some players doesn't deserve to start this team at all. Mendy, Jorginho, Kai, Messi.
If Mendy doesn't start, who starts then? Who starts with Mendy doesn't start?
See, Patrick, Arisa Balaga is not good. Yes, but give this guy a chance. Please. Mason has been poor. Take him out. Kai has been
Patrick,
poor. Take him out.
Did you notice? Wait, did you guys notice that we were 2-1? We were losing 2-1. And this guy took off an attacker to bring in Chilwell. Just for this guy is more focused on playing the formation in his head than winning the game.
I don't get it. I think by the end of Tuchel's career, RDS, Gondo, Adam, and Abdul and King. By the end of Tuchel's career at Chelsea, you guys will end up when the next manager comes in. You end up with like 1 million fullbacks, about 20 centre backs. I think this guy is just obsessed with defenders. And you know what I've noticed? He's obsessed with defenders that can score. So he wants defenders to score. Because Chilwell was good for scoring. If you think about it, if you talk about Cucurella, he was a good creative and very dangerous for scoring. You talk about Koulibaly, like
Rhys James.
it's your defenders that are Rhys James. These are the guys that are these guys are the ones scoring for you. Like, why don't you just get midfielders and the striker? Broja, I think I could have played him the whole game.
He's
Why don't you play
stubborn.
Broja the whole game?
The stubbornness that is killing Chelsea, that is killing Tuchel, will also kill Jurgen Klopp. Both of them are
Like-
stubborn.
Like
Because
Abdullah, I get what Abdullah's saying. That the stubbornness of Tuchel and
the same thing is happening to Klopp
his
too.
loyalty
They are
is
stubborn.
going to end up getting him sacked because he's playing a dangerous game.
It is. We spend so much money this season, Kai and Patrick. We have to see performance.
Because
We
you
have to.
look at there's going to come a point where Todd Bowley's going to say, "Listen here, look, I've given you this and X, Y, Z amount, and I've given you this X, Y, Z and player, and you still fucking it up."
And you told me you don't need a midfield. So what's going
Yeah.
on?
Patrick, do you know what Joko just said on the BBC Sport right now? He said
what did he say before?
he said
we close?
Thomas
What did he
Tuchel
say?
has a lot of questions to answer to the fans and to the board. That is Joko, who has played for Chelsea, who know the nitty-gritty of Chelsea. He said it. Tuchel has a question to answer to the boardroom and to the fans.
Bro, back in the days when we had Mikel and all this, there's no small team that can come to Chelsea and just start bullying us in the midfield and find a way. It's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. If they want to score us, maybe from a corner, maybe the first corner of the game, and just one way to bounce around, and they will park the bus for the rest of the game. But now, you have a team like Leeds, could have like 9 shots on goal and dominate us in the midfield and win midfield battles. And my coach will tell me we don't have a problem in the midfield. Like,
I think you guys should be more scared of West Ham. Yes, they haven't been playing so well, but West Ham have got a better midfield than you guys, and they seem to be more
What
strong
was it
now.
that-
because West Ham hasn't
I'm
been
telling
doing
you
well.
right now, if Chelsea lose to West Ham on Saturday, it is the end of Thomas Tuchel.
That Pekka guy would he? I don't know if he'll be able to play on Saturday.
Paqueta, I think, will be registered. He's been registered.
He'll be
I think
registered.
He'll be on the bench first.
Mm.
Yeah, so guys, guys, that's the show, guys. Thank you for coming on. I see Kao, I think, was doing training, so he just came to listen to us. But thank you very much, RDS. Thank you very much, Abdullah. King, thank you very much. King, the invites are always open. Everybody, the invites are always open, especially on the Football Chills. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to Football Chills, please subscribe to the channel. And also, let me just show you this. Also, subscribe to my boy, RDS. He's a United fan, but he also does content that's just general. Sometimes. So go ahead, address, plug yourself shamelessly.
So shamelessly, yeah. So I do. Even though I'm a loan to Madrid company, I do have a United themed channel.
Don't you dare! This year, let's stop that. This year, you went. Where's Magpies?
Magpie. Let's say Magpie is a different person. We've established that Magpie is a different person. Anyway, so it's Red Devil Studio. It's Red Devil Studio on YouTube. It's the United, but do other things, most notably the United Forum, which is essentially a rivals banter show with different people on. We do previews, match reactions, all the rest of it. So we'll appreciate the stuff from you guys, and stay tuned.
And so Abdullah, plug yourself, my guy. Plug yourself. I know you're angry, but plug yourself.
Guys, my people, we are the Blue Studio, my channel on YouTube for people who follow me. We're on YouTube. I talk much about football. As a Chelsea fan, I also talk about all sports, the Serie A, the Bundesliga, La Liga, the Premier League also. Like almost all top league in world football we talked about. We talked about mostly football. And every Thursday we talk about Chelsea Roundtable, where we actually break down the Chelsea show. We do like throwback to former Chelsea players, our favorite players and everything. We do that every Thursday. For people who hasn't joined, please join the show. Like and subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe. We really appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Okay, guys. If you want, you can go follow Adam on Spaces. I don't know if King wants to be followed on Twitter.
Adam is a king on Space. He's a king.
Yeah, he's the one who looks after our Spaces for Man City. You can follow Gundo or Alcao.
I wouldn't say I'm a king, but you guys play a big part of it.
Yeah, don't be humble. Don't be humble, Adam. Don't be humble. Carl, you can find him on Pitch Points, and you can also find him on True City Fan, or you can also find him on Football Cheers. Thank you very much, guys. Tell us in the comments, do you think Mr. Tuchel, Mr. Thomas Jeremiah Tuchel has to be sacked in the next West Ham game when he fails? Please tell us in the comments.